What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against Mr. Powers, who is a subscriber/follower on Twitter. I'll be sure to put his link in the description below for you guys. Today we have a mixed tier battle, so it should be a lot of fun. I haven't done one of these in quite a while, to be honest. So we decided on bringing just a mixture of things. He said his team is like 2 RU, 2 UU, and 2 OU, so I tried to do something similar. But I know I only have 2 OU Pokemon, quote-unquote, so I'm okay. Anyway, before we get into today's battle, I would just like to remind you guys of our like goal, which I am bumping up to 70 likes now because we've been regularly breaking the 60 like goal for quite a long time, so I feel like we can go up to 70. Hopefully you guys will show me some support in that. You guys are always there for me, so I have to say, you guys just are amazing. Wanted to thank you again for all the support while I was away on vacation. I know we went down to 1 video a day, but you guys just, I don't know, you're just awesome. I don't know what else to say about it. So that's that. Let's get into the battle here because he's probably just waiting like, what the hell is this guy doing? He's got a really cool team. He's got Crawdaunt, Toxicroak, Poliwrath, Excelgor, Politoed. I felt like I said that twice, but I said Poliwrath. Poliwrath and Politoed, and then Zoroark. So, yeah, looks like a rain team here. The Toxicroak is probably going to be dry skin, water absorb Poliwrath, you know, the usual kind of stuff. I don't really have too much to defend against that, although I do have Venusaur. I do have 3 Pokemon that are weak to water, and that is going to be a problem. Definite problem, especially because I do not have any immunities or anything like that. Only 1 resist. Anyway, I'm just saying this as if you can see it on the screen here, but I'm bringing Archeops, Choice Bandit, Choice Scarf, Diggersby, Eviolite, Magneton. It's a Rest Talking set with Charge Beam. And then I've got Torkoal. You guys know what Torkoal does. Mega Venusaur, which is one of my OU Pokemon. Diggersby is the other one, by the way. I know it's not technically OU, it's BL, but the only tier you can use it in is OU because that's just what it is. And then I've got Specially Defensive Gardevoir as well. So I really should pick my lead here. Really should do that. I'm thinking that I want to start off with Archeops. I'm looking at his team. I don't see anybody that can set up hazards like Stealth Rock. I do see the Excelgor, which could potentially be a lead. And if he wants to lead off with the Excelgor, he could, you know, do the Suicide Spikes thing. But I'm not too worried about that. I do have Rapid Spin on my team, and I've got, you know, Archeops is obviously going to hover over that. He's the one that I need to protect because of the Defeatist ability, which halves his attack and special attack once his HP drops below that 50% mark. Hopefully we won't get to that point. Hopefully I just straight up die or something. I don't know. He's going to lead off with the Politoed, which I guess was kind of predictable. To get the Drizzle up, it's probably holding the Damp Rock, if I had to make a guess. His name is Mr. Kermit. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, not going to lie about that. Now I don't want to stay in because obviously I'm weak to water and there's really not a whole lot I can do to this thing. I obviously cannot one-shot it, and I don't want to give up Archeops at this point. I should outspeed unless he is Choice Scarfed, which was more common last generation. Probably not going to be Choice Scarf. No, he's not. There's the U-turn. So we'll be able to deal some decent damage. That actually does a good, like, 35-40%. Maybe even a little bit more than that. So I'm expecting a Water-type move now. I probably should go into Venusaur. That's what I'm thinking I want to do. I could go into Gardevoir, because I am especially defensive, but with the rain up, Scald is going to do a lot of damage. You could also burn me. That's just not a good time. That is not a good time at all. And then if he wants to go for the Ice Beam afterwards, if I've got Venusaur out here, I can get my Thick Fat up, which would be great. Absolutely great. Do I want to do that, though? Do I want to do that? That is the question that I must ask myself right now. Yep, we're going to go into Venusaur. I don't know if that's the best move, but I feel like that's what I need to do at this point in time. He's going to go for the Scald. Please, no burn. That would be fantastic if you didn't get a burn. That really doesn't do that much damage at all. He gets the burn. Nothing I can do about that. That is going to reduce the longevity of this Venusaur by quite a bit. And my Synthesis, which would normally regain, you know, 50% of my health, is only going to be regaining more like 33% in the rain. So that's not a good time for me, but what I can do is unleash an Energy Ball here. He might want to switch into the Toxicroak, and if that's the case, I might have to switch. I don't know. I don't know if going for Sleep Powder here is the best move. I don't want to make any predictions. It's still very early in the match. So we're going to go for that Energy Ball. He is going to withdraw. And I don't think anything else on the team wants to take an Energy Ball. Oh, no, Excelgor. Okay, I didn't think about that. Probably should have went for that Sleep Powder. That is a bit unfortunate that I did not do that. But like I said, I couldn't afford to really, you know, just fall behind because I wanted to make fancy predictions and all that stuff. So I do that a lot, trying to get out of that habit because it costs me sometimes. He's actually going to get the special D drop there, which is pretty unfortunate for him because I might be able to kill him with a Sludge Bomb. Well, wait, no. Bug resists poison, doesn't it? Or is it the other way around? Oh, geez, I'm confused. Oh, geez. All right, let's go for the Sludge Bomb and see what happens here. I know for a fact that he's going to resist the Energy Ball, so that's a stupid move. The Bug Buzz does about half of what I have left. There's the Sludge Bomb, and that is indeed a KO because it's a neutral hit. So there you go. Bug is neutral on Poison. Or no, rather, the other way around. Poison is neutral on Bug. I think Bug is not very effective on Poison is how that works. Not entirely sure on that. We're going to go for a Sleep Powder here. I know it's kind of silly to just like lose my Venusaur at this point. But I kind of need to get some kind of initiative going. He's going to go for the Extra Sensory. So he's going to reveal that he is a special Toxicroak. Which, by the way, is awesome. So you are a very cool dude for having something like that. This is a cool team. I really like this a lot. I am enjoying it. Now, the question is, does he Specs? I really think that he might be Specs. We're going to go into Diggersby here. And that might just give away the fact that I am Scarfed. But he doesn't have anything on his team that wants to take 2 Earthquakes, I don't think. It may have been Excelgor because it's a resisted hit, but that is gone at this point. So we're looking good. Gonna go for that Earthquake. We are Scarfed, as I said, so we should outspeed everything on his team that isn't Scarfed. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Mr. Croaks. Look at him just dancing around like that. Look at that smug face. He's going down to this Earthquake unless he's Focus Sash. Didn't even think about that, but it turns out that he's not. Oh, the Zoroark. The Zoroark. Okay, so he still has the Toxicroak there somewhere. And the Zoroark goes down, so that is fantastic. That is fantastic. In fact, that may have been Specs Zoroark. That would make sense. Does Toxicroak even get Extra Sensory? Does he? Did I just like completely just make that up? I should have known that that was Zoroark, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I have known that? I don't know. This is a problem because he's gonna Aqua Jet me, and there's really nothing I can do about it. My only resist is gone. I probably should not have wasted Venusaur the way I did. Probably should have switched out. But something was going to have to die. And I didn't know what to do there. Once I get Crawdon out of the way, though, Diggersby can really wreak havoc on his team. So, in the rain, an Aqua Jet with adaptability and all that stuff is definitely going to KO me. Now, the problem that I'm having here is that if he Dragon Dances with me switching, that is going to be a huge problemo for me. Huge problemo. So I might actually just want to stay in here. Well, who is the least useful member on my team? Maybe Torkoal? Torkoal, you don't look too useful at this point because it's a rain team. And I'm physically defensive, so I might be able to take a hit, even though it's going to be super effective. Better than Diggersby, at least. So let's try it. If he goes for Dragon Dance or Swords Dance, I'm going to be in huge trouble here. But I feel like he kind of has to go for the Aqua Jet. Otherwise, Diggersby would just straight up kill him. He is going to Aqua Jet, so that is kind of good news for me. Actually, it's not because it's going to do more than half. He's going to show the Life Orb, so he's definitely not, whatchamacallit, not Focus Sash. I really need this rain to stop. That is just, it's causing me all kinds of problems. Causing me all kinds of problemos. We're going to let Torkoal go down here. Like I said, he's the least useful member on my team. It'll let me burn another turn of rain. Yeah, that Politoed had to have been holding the Damp Rock. But this Crawdon can just destroy my life as long as this rain is up. I'm going to yawn in case he doesn't want to kill me. He does, though. He's going to go for the Aqua Jet, so Torkoal's going down. That's going to be a kill for the Crawdon. Really nothing I could do about that. Something had to die. And what I really needed to have on this team was some kind of priority, because looking at my team, I actually have 0 priority on this team. That's a little bit unfortunate, because, I don't know, Mr. Gumbo here is pretty weak. I don't know if he can one-shot me as a Magneton, so I'm going to go for a Charge Beam here, and I should be able to take this thing out, I think. Methinks. He's going to go for the knockoff, get rid of my Eviolite. That is a smart play on his part. He actually outspeeds me, which is kind of crazy. He's going to lose more damage, or more of his health, due to the Life Orb recoil. This Charge Beam is probably going to kill, because, yeah, there goes the Crawdon, so he's out of the way. We're going to get a special attack raise, but this Magneton really isn't going to last too long without its Eviolite, so that sucks. The rain does stop, so we might see the Politoed come back out here, but what I'm thinking about right now is that my Magneton's kind of ruined, because even if I rest and, sleep talk, the whole thing, get my special attack, +1, +2, whatever it may be, it's not going to be as effective because of the fact that I don't have that Eviolite protecting me. In comes the Poliwrath instead of the Politoed, so at this point, I feel like a rest is my best bet. I don't know what he's going to go for. He could very well go for, what do these things like to do? Encore, Focus Punch, that could be a thing. Circle Throw could be a thing. Actually, you know what? Let's just go for another Charge Beam. This Magneton isn't going to last too long without his... Oh, he goes for the Belly Drum, maybe expecting the rest. Maybe he's seen my videos. I don't know. That's the problem with going against subscribers and people who watch my videos, is that that's just it. You guys know my sets, and once I use something more than once, you're like, I know what that is. And he goes for the Belly Drum, so that is the problem that this does not kill him, but it does. Belly Drum, Citrus Berry, Poliwrath, that is an awesome set. I've actually seen that before, but it's incredibly, incredibly powerful. If Poliwrath got some kind of priority, that Belly Drum set would be absolutely incredible. It would just be an absolute monster. This Toxicroak is definitely going to take out my Magneton. I'm actually in good shape here, because we're going to have a 1 Pokemon lead even after this Magneton goes down. What I'm going to do here is go for a Flash Cannon, just on the off chance that he decides to not kill me. He is going to go for the Drain Punch, though. Obviously, he outspeeds, because Magneton is very, very slow. And I'm not invested in my speed at all. I'm actually invested in Special Defense, believe it or not. So, let's see here. I guess I want to go into my Diggersby. He really has nothing to stop me at this point. His other Pokemon is going to be the Politoed. So we're in good shape here. We are definitely in good shape, because that Politoed is a little bit injured as well. So as long as he doesn't have a Scarf Pokemon here, we are in good shape. Let's go for the EQ. Diggersby is just unstoppable once it gets going. If you don't have any flying type Pokemon or levitating Pokemon that can just be immune to Earthquake altogether, Diggersby just wrecks shop. He's going to go for the Sucker Punch here, which is not a bad play at all. That does about 1/4 of our max HP. We're going to get the EQ off, and that is going to be a dead Mr. Croaks with a crit on top of that. So just adding insult to injury there. Diggersby can be kind of rude sometimes, so sorry about that. The Politoed is going to be coming out here. It's the Mr. Kermit, and I'm pretty sure that an EQ from this health range is going to take him out. So this was actually a very fast battle. We're only like 11 minutes in at this point. Pretty sure the video is longer than that, because there's a little intro, maybe this is like 13 minutes, something like that. I don't know, but still, it's a short video. I mean, the last Wi-Fi battle that I put up was almost an hour long. Congratulations for those of you that stayed and watched that entire thing, by the way. You deserve an award. You deserve a clap, because that is perseverance, if I've ever seen it. Anyway, Mr. Powers, that was a great match. Ended up winning 3-0 there. Of course, not that the score matters. I always say that it never does. It was a fun match. He had an awesome team. Yeah, not really too much else I want to say about that. I want to thank you all for watching, as always, and helping me reach that 70 like goal. So don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. It does help out a lot, and I am going to call it a video here, so I will see you guys for the next battle. But until then, game on.